Right, so yeah, I don't know, guys. A bit of a difficult one to score for me. This compared this to the bourbon barrel Bruichladdich, I much prefer the bourbon barrel Bruichladdich. Far more interesting, more of that funk, more of the barnyard notes, more of the earth and the soil. Lovely vanilla. And the fruit is so intense on the palate with a few drops of water, loads of apple I got with the bourbon barrel. This one is just a bit flat. Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whiskey Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whiskey review for you guys, and going back to the Cask Whsiperer series, I have 3 samples left, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try out the Bruichladdich. All of these have been matured in ex-wine casks. So this Bruichladdich, just looking at the information on the sample, so distilled in 2002, which makes it a 17-year-old, so 17 years of maturation in a wine cask, 53.5% ABV. So very interested to try this one. The Bruichladdich I tried in the bourbon barrel was really good. Lots of funkiness, lots of farmy notes, and just a lovely dram. Loads of apple cider, those sort of elements to the dram. So interesting to see what the wine cask is going to bring to the dram, and see what sort of notes that we get. See if there's any different notes to the bourbon barrel. Obviously a little bit more maturation, and quite a lot more maturation as well, quite a few extra years. So we'll see if the extra years maturation brings anything as well to the dram. Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous to try this. As I say, I do favour bourbon barrel influence, so we'll see what the nose gives us on this wine cask. Already, my nose is not even near the glass, and I can already smell the red fruits appearing. Right, let's have a wee smell. See what we get on the nose first. Yep, so red fruits. There's obvious winey influence from the cask. Getting some malted barley underneath the red fruits. There's some honey too as well. Not really getting any farmy notes just yet. Nose is maybe slightly closed. Maybe it just needs a little bit more time in the glass, and maybe a little bit of water just to bring things out, but yeah, okay, there's the earthy notes. The earthy notes are coming out, so some rich soil. But yeah, not getting any of the farmyard funk. But yeah, the main notes for me: red fruits, soil, and there's a little bit of honey, as I said, a little bit of biscuits as well, shortbread. Interesting nose, but as I said, maybe a little bit closed for me. It's possible this needs a little bit more time in the glass. But anyway, let's just have a wee taste and just see what we get. Right, so some lovely viscosity on the palate, full-bodied, silky, smooth, oily, and full-bodied. Red fruits, some toasted oak, some wood, a little bit of salt, a little bit of minerals as well. In the finish, more of those red fruits. And the finish is just starting to fade quite quickly. Yeah, we'll try a few drops of water. A little bit stumped with the notes, to be honest. I'm not getting much from that. As I say, red fruits, a little bit earthy, some minerals, a little bit of hay, a little bit of spiciness from the barrel at the end of the finish. But, yeah, that finish is quite short. So it's kind of going away quite quickly. So we'll add a few drops of water. I'll add 3. 1, 2, 3. See if that changes anything. Right. I'm not enjoying this as much as I enjoyed the bourbon barrel, to be absolutely honest. I think it's quite, so far this is quite, for me personally, not particularly complex, and the mouthfeel is lovely, but the actual flavour I'm getting is not blowing me away, I'll be honest. Okay, that touch of water, those few drops of water, I've opened the nose up just a wee bit, so I'm getting some more coastal notes. So it's definitely become more coastal on the nose. There's some fishiness, some brine, winey, red wine, that sort of nose. Red fruits, some honey, a little bit fresher, a bit more vitality on the nose. As I said, the nose was a little bit closed initially for me. Yep, earthiness, soil. Yep, so I think just the addition of water, just a few drops of water for me personally, has opened this up a wee bit more than it was on at full strength, in my opinion. Yeah, right, let's just give this a go then on for the second taste and see what we get. That's definitely better. Definitely better on the palate with water. So even with the addition of water, it retains that thick mouthfeel, good viscosity, red fruits, some strawberry, some raspberry, quite tart, with a bit of sweetness. That it is sweet and sour, which I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the contrast between those two types of fruits. A little bit of honey, definitely some soil, which leads on to the finish, getting some tannins, some wood tannins, a bit of oak. No real bitterness as such. It does come across as more savoury and sweet. probably more savoury than sweet, but retains its lovely sweetness. Besides the red fruits, I'm not really getting much else. I'm not getting any other fruits. Of this wine influence, I can taste the wine elements. But again, finish is starting to fade away. So not particularly long. Yeah, I've got a tiny few drops left there. Yeah. Okay. Right, so yeah, I don't know, guys, a bit of a difficult one to score for me, this. Compared this to the bourbon barrel Bruichladdich, I much prefer the bourbon barrel Bruichladdich. Far more interesting, more of that funk, more of the barnyard notes, more of the earth and the soil, lovely vanilla, and the fruit is so intense on the palate with a few drops of water, loads of apple I got with the bourbon barrel. This one is just a bit flat. Okay, it's got the age, it's got 17 years of age, good thing, but I don't really get it on the palate. I think the best part of this dram for me is the mouthfeel initially. Really oily texture, full-bodied, but other than the red fruits and some minerals, it's just not really blowing me away. I don't find it particularly interesting. And as I said, this is what I was worried about with the wine cask. I was worried that the wine cask would just, you wouldn't get the traditional Bruichladdich notes from its time maturation, the maturation that's spent in the wine cask. And yeah, I don't know. For me, doesn't really excite me. It's not really that interesting for me personally. As I said, this is all very subjective, and tastings are subjective. I mean, you might try this and absolutely love it. I just find it a bit boring. I'll be absolutely frank. I just find it a bit boring, and it doesn't really excite me. Whereas the bourbon barrel excited me. So as a score, I'm going to probably give this about a 7 out of 10. I mean, it does have some lovely. The mouthfeel is the best part for me, but the finish just falls a bit flat in the end. It's a little bit short, and the actual palate itself just doesn't excite me, unfortunately, guys. And that's just my opinion. Okay, so 7 out of 10 for that. I would say so far this is an easy third place, or fourth place. I mean, sorry. Compared to the bourbon barrel, all the other ones that I tried, the Port Charlotte and the Octomore and the Bruichladdich. So yeah, unfortunately not floating my boat, this wine cask for the Bruichladdich, but who knows, we've still got the Octomore and the Port Charlotte left, so we're trying that in the next few days and see if we get, see how that comes along. It might be great, who knows, we'll see. Okay guys, so anyway, yeah, that was my review of the 17-year-old Bruichladdich, matured in a wine cask, 53.5%. As I say, a bit disappointing for me personally. Okay, so guys, if you enjoy my content, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It is always appreciated. But as always, guys, nothing much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care, guys. Cheers.